Pisces, your love life this week is influenced by the Empress. Now, for some of you, this is a tie to a Taurus, but otherwise, this is a week where you are focused on your happiness, your sense of well-being, your aesthetic sense, the beauty around you, creating a harmonious environment. Now, for some of you, this is a tie to somebody maternal. Perhaps this is a person who has a child, or your role as mother is important this week, or this is somebody of importance in your life this week. This could be somebody who's very creative, or some woman who has power and authority. And this could be you taking on these traits, claiming your own power and your authority. So this is a week about nurturing others, nurturing self, nurturing the things that are important to you, giving birth to something. For some of you, maybe you are giving actual birth, but you are birthing perhaps a new relationship, a new attitude, a new outlook. Maybe you're changing something about yourself. So this is about enjoying life and having a sense of abundance, getting in touch with the sensual side of life, your five senses, the things that bring you pleasure visually, the food you like to eat, the environment you want to be in, what you want touching your skin. So this could be a week where you're focused on pleasure, intimacy, the things that make you feel happy in your connections to other people. And there's some kind of transformation taking place. There's an opportunity for change this week where maybe you're following a dream, or again, maybe you're taking on some new identity, or you recognize that there's a need for change because you haven't been happy with the way things have been going. You have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So for some of you, socializing with your friends, with your groups of people that mean something to you, make you happy. In other cases, maybe your friends arrange a date for you, or perhaps you have a date with a friend and it turns out to be a romance for you. Whatever it is, this is about feeling good, feeling optimistic about your situation, who you are, being comfortable in your own skin and with your own desires. This is a week about communication and your connections with others. So if you've had any difficulties in the past, this card allows you to open up the dialogue and to make something better between you and another person, somebody you're already involved with, or it allows you the chance to have a new connection that feels good to you. Because this is a week of luck, of opportunity. And the more at ease you feel with yourself and where you are, the better your luck and opportunities will flow. For those of you who are not claiming that power, you may be operating in doubt, and you may overcompensate. Maybe you love too much. Maybe you give too much. And so you end up opening yourself up to people that are going to exploit you, use you, abuse your generosity, or you're going to continue to put yourself in situations that don't serve you. And because this is all about your senses, the five senses, and tapping into those, you may be going to either extreme. This could be a week where, too many sweets, too much food, too rich food, too much drinking, too much partying. If you're focused on how you look, maybe too much exercise. Maybe you're spending too much money. You're doing too much shopping, too many cosmetics, too much jewelry, too much talking, gambling, substance abuse. Or the opposite extreme where you're not nurturing at all. It's too little of something. You're not doing enough. Or maybe you want something, there's a desire, but there's a lack of motivation. You don't feel the need to get up and try to go after it in any kind of way. This is about making progress, but putting in your own practical effort. It's building the dream based on how much you're putting into the dream. And for those of you who haven't quite made it there yet as far as a relationship or your sense of happiness, if you're working on it, if you're working on your state of mind, your emotional health, your physical comfort, you're getting very close to that finish line. Now, for some of you, this is going to be a week where it is important to smooth things out. And you're going to have to be especially diplomatic. You're going to have to be careful in your communication with others. And you're going to have to come up with some strategies. If you haven't been making the kind of progress that you've wanted to thus far with regard to your relationships and your sense of well-being, you're going to have to come up with a plan that's going to help you get there step by step. And part of that may be, in some cases, relaxing, stepping back from something in order to regain your confidence about a situation that maybe you were ready to give up on. Possibly relationships. If that hasn't been in your field of consciousness for a while, it may be time for you to rethink what it may mean to be intimate with another person. Now, because this is a card of extremes, again, this is about not going too far with something and being so self-indulgent that you actually end up harming yourself in some way, some kind of setback, or it reflects poorly on you. For some of you, there could be some flirting taking place, maybe some secret flirting, or something's kind of going on behind the scenes. Again, maybe this has a connection to a friend. Maybe you're not recognizing it. Maybe you are. Maybe you're enjoying this sort of hidden dance that you're having with another person. For some of you, you could be having some kind of emotional or psychological breakthrough, recognizing that your love life is being impacted by some past conditioning, some things that took place, and maybe you're operating, based on your past experiences. So again, this is a week about focusing on your health, your vitality, your sense of well-being, the pleasures of life, connecting with others, the people that are part of your team, your friends, your people, your group, and they may in some way influence your social life or your romantic life.